So, you're currently in your 20s, and you've already made some mistakes with your money. No need to worry. We all have. It's part of being human. Today, there are many ways you can get into financial trouble. Whether it's from TV, social media, or society in general, you're constantly being bombarded with opportunities to splurge and overspend. It's very difficult to stay away from these overwhelming traps. Many times, we tend to compare our success to others by how much we purchase. The goal for you, however, is to learn from past mistakes and avoid repeating them in the future. Welcome to the Wealth Health channel. In today's video, we'll explain a few financial headaches to avoid, and perhaps offer suggestions to fix any blunders you've made along the way. But, before we begin, please click the like button, it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. For new video alerts, click the notification bell. Now, let's learn about mistakes you should avoid making. Following an annual or monthly budget may seem impossible. But, if you spend the time to create one and follow it religiously, it can develop good financial habits and lasting security. Simple budgets can allocate your expenses into different categories. And when they're tracked, you're able to monitor your spending habits regularly. Budgets are necessary to determine if you're spending too much. There are so many options available today to assist in developing a plan that works for you. Keep in mind that budgets only work as much as you stay within them. Think of a budget as the foundation to your overall financial success. Having a rainy day fund isn't a new revelation. Many people choose to set aside up to $1,000 in case of an emergency. This may help with smaller issues like replacing worn-out clothing or fixing your computer. But it's nothing compared to an actual emergency. When it comes to emergency funds, the smarter option would be to save according to your needs. If you're making $30,000 a year, having an emergency fund of only a couple $1,000s isn't going to last long if suddenly you become unemployed. A better solution would be to save 6 months worth of your income and only use it for real emergencies. As your income fluctuates, so can your emergency fund. You might think that this is so obvious. However, spending money on items that aren't a necessity happens way too often. The decision between a want and a need becomes very skewed. Wasting hard-earned dollars on excessive pleasure, recreation, or maintaining a generous lifestyle are all trademarks from social media. This includes overspending on items like electronic devices, dining at high-end restaurants, or taking costly vacations. So, the next time you feel the urge to purchase an expensive item, ask yourself, is this necessary? Chances are, it isn't. And, if you save that money instead, you'd be amazed on what that financially can do for you in the long run. It's not uncommon for people to talk about the importance of financial independence. But, achieving financial independence isn't only the result of smart planning or saving. It also means generating additional revenue from other investment opportunities, which over time can create significant wealth for you. The savings you build from smart planning generates extra money that can easily be invested. As you invest in things like stocks, bonds, or real estate, you're able to take advantage of compounding factors that help your money grow faster over time. It also can help your ability to start a new business. On the flip side, lack of planning or saving significantly impacts your ability to reach financial independence. Credit cards have become an integral part of everyday life. They even offer several benefits like reward programs or establishing credit scores. They're essentially being used to purchase everything from gas in your car, furniture for your home or apartment, and even paying bills. However, credit cards are the biggest reason why people go into debt. The problem is that if you're only making minimum payments each month, the credit card companies charge astronomical interest rates just to have the luxury of convenience. Many times when you rely on credit, you'll end up spending way more money than you've earned. So, if you're going to use credit cards to purchase items, whether it's for convenience or not, Be sure you're able to pay their balance in full when the bill comes due. Setting up continuous payments can be a fantastic solution to paying bills. But, when using endless payments for things like gym memberships, cell phones, or streaming services like Netflix or Spotify, they can be a huge money drain. Automatic payments become way too convenient, and can easily add up. The issue then becomes forgetting about how many services you're paying for. They can also be wasteful. Unused subscriptions or memberships can be destructive, because they keep you paying continuously, without you really owning anything. Whenever you can, pay manually for services you actually use and like. When you do this, you're able to track where your money is being spent. Buying a home will probably be one of the biggest purchases you'll ever make. It's a significant investment that can last a very long time. Your home is where you'll live, grow, and maybe one day raise a family. So, it's very important that your mortgage is manageable. Other expenses you need to consider include utility costs, taxes, and ongoing maintenance. When purchasing a home, you should never feel the fear of not being able to pay your mortgage. Living above your means can have disastrous results. And ultimately, you can end up losing your home. If you're not in a financial position to buy a home, then the smarter option would be to rent as long as you need, until you're ready. Many people rely too much on their emotions when buying a car. They get excited about the prospects of low financing offers, or simply wanting that new car smell. But instead, they end up with buyer's remorse. The biggest reason for this is financial. Cars lose their value fast, especially new vehicles. A new car begins to depreciate the moment it's driven away from the dealership. In addition to your monthly payments, you have to consider plate fees, insurance and registration, as well as maintenance over its lifespan. This results in you spending thousands of extra dollars over time. Why not consider buying a used or pre-owned vehicle instead? It may not be as glamorous, but in the long run, it can save you a lot of money. Keep an eye on all aspects of your finances. The more you're willing to do this, the brighter your future can be. As you improve your working knowledge about money, do your best to budget and stick to it. Avoid spending too much and make savings a priority for yourself. Try to develop a solid investment plan that will grow over the long term. When you make better monetary decisions, you'll avoid dealing with a financial mess. Thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell. For more financial tips and strategies, click the video on screen.